And now looking at multiplication and division of exponents with numerical basis. Now, there are 4 things that I want you to constantly remember, ladies and gents, and these are the 4 steps that you're going to constantly apply all the time, right? So firstly, I want you to remember that you need to change the numbers, right? So you need to change numbers into prime basis. Okay, so change the numbers into prime basis. Now, let me just remind you a bit. Okay, what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are numbers that are divisible by either 1 or itself, right? Any number that is divisible by 1 or itself. So 2 would be a prime number. Why? Because it has only 2 factors, which are 1 and 2. 1 and itself. 3 would be a prime number. Okay, what are the factors of 3? That's 1 and 3, right? 4 would not be a prime number. Why? Because in this case, 4 has 3 factors, 1, 2, and 4. You see now, it does not have only 1 and 4 as factors. So in this case, I want you to note that it is, in this case, not a prime number. However, what are the prime factors of 4, right? There's only one prime factor, and that is 2. So how can you convert 4 into a prime number? Well, you can write it as 2 times 2, or in this case, just simply write it as 2 squared, okay? So please note that. So if I take 5, 5 is a prime number that has 1 and 5 as factors. But if I were to write 6, how can I write 6 as a prime number? 6 just simply becomes 2 multiplied by 3. Remember, it is not, it is not a prime number, but it does have prime factors, right? In this case being 2 and 3. So 2 times 3 gives us 6. So sometimes there might be a need for you to actually write, let's say, a number. Let me make an example. If I have got, let's say, 8, how can I write 8 as a prime base? So that would be 2 to the exponent of 3, right? So remember, 2 to the power 3 in this case gives us 8, and 2 rather is actually a prime number. So that's what I mean by saying to you, write or change the numbers into prime basis. Okay, so for instance, if you've got 12, what can I convert it to, right? So in this case, I can convert it to 3 multiplied by 4. But wait, 4 is not a prime number, but in this case, 4 can be written as, now please note, this can be written as 3 multiplied by 2 squared. Okay, so please note this. That is very important. And now you've got prime basis. Right, so that's the first thing that you're going to do. Okay, so the second thing that I want you to do is that you're going to multiply the exponents, right? So multiply the exponents. So remember, we know the laws of exponents. If bases are the same and I'm multiplying, we simply add the exponents. So multiply the exponents. Okay. The next step, please remember, so you're going to add, okay, the exponents of like basis. Remember, add or subtract in this case, depending on whether you're dividing. And number 4, remember, you're going to subtract. Okay, the exponents of like basis. Okay, I forgot to write base in my previous one. Okay, so remember, when do we subtract? When we've got the exponents in the denominator, or if there's a minus sign in front of it. Okay, so I want us to take an example of that. All right, so if I have got an example, so 5 to the power x, 9 x plus 1 divided by, okay, let's say 3x plus 2 times 15 x minus 1. Now let's try to simplify that. We said, first of all, we're going to change all the bases into prime numbers. So 5 is already a prime number, so I'm going to leave it as that. Okay, but what about 9? 9 is not a prime number, but I can write down 9 as 3 squared. And remember, 3 is a prime factor in this case, so that's 3 squared, and that's x plus 1. Now we're going to apply the laws of exponents, isn't it? Right, so we've got 3, which is a prime factor, so that's 3x plus 2 multiplied by 15. How can I write 15 as a prime basis? In this case, that would be 5 multiplied by 3. But remember, the entire thing is raised to the exponent x minus 1. So very important. So in this case, once again, we can write this, that's 3. Applying the laws of exponents, I'm raising, right, a power with an exponent in this case, so that multiplies outside. So 2 times x will give me 2x. But remember, it also multiplies to the other guy. We are applying, in this case, okay, our rules of multiplication. Okay, so that's 2 times x, that's 2x. 2 times 1, that is 2. Okay, so divided by, we've got 3x plus 2. There's nothing we can do with that one. Multiplied by, now please remember, we did say that if you've got a times n, b times n, and we raise this to the exponent of c, right? Remember that that multiplies there, and that multiplies into that power or that exponent, right? So this will be 5 to the power of x minus 1 times 3 into the power of x minus 1. All that is left for us to do, ladies and gents, is to group bases that are similar, right? So I'm going to take 5. We've got x. There's nothing on the numerator, so there's another 5. Okay, so I change the exponents, right? The sign there, because it is in the denominator. So that's minus x plus 1. Right, and then let's go to the 3. So I've got 3 at the numerator. I've got 2x plus 2. At the denominator, I've got x plus 2, but remember it changes sign. That's minus x minus 2. And this also changes sign too. That's minus x plus 1. Okay, so finally, so we've got x and minus x. In this case, they cancel out. I'm left with 5 to the power of 1 multiplied by 3. Now let's see. We've got 2x minus x minus x. So those cancel, okay, because that will give us 2x minus 2x. Okay, we've got 2 and minus 2. Those cancel as well. Now I've got 3 raised to the power of 1. So that's going to be 3 times raised to the power of 1. And of course, this will be 5 to the power of 1 is 5. 3 to the power of 1 is 3. And as a result, that will simply give us 15. All right, so that is how the cookie crumbles. Let's take our second example, right? I want us to see how we can apply this. Okay, so I want you to try this one out for yourself. So I'm going to write there 4n plus 2, 9n minus 1 divided by, so this is 72n times 2, 1 minus n. Right, please pause the video right now, try it out on your own, okay? And please, when you get to the answer, go and look at the solution that I'm going to give you. Right. I'm assuming that you have now paused and now you've tried it on your own, and let's look at how we're going to do this together, right? So firstly, I am going to say, right, 4 is not a prime number, so I'm going to change that into a prime number first, right? So how do I change 4 into a prime number? That becomes 2 squared. right, raised to the exponent n plus 2. 9 is not a prime number, but it can simply be written as 3 squared. Okay, raised to the exponent n minus 1. Now 72, of course this does look a little bit, how can I write 72 as a prime number? So usually what I do first is maybe try to divide 72 by 2. So if you say 72 divided by 2, that gives us 36. Okay, now 36 is a perfect square, right? So I can write this as, well, maybe 2 times 36. 36 is 6 squared, right? And we can try to find other ways in which we can write that down. Or in this case, you can think about, factors of 3 or whatever the case may be, right? Whatever you do, just try to convert it as much as possible to prime factors. Another way that you can think of it, that would be 9 multiplied by 4, right? So 9 multiplied by 4, remember, that's 36, and that would be 3 squared multiplied by 2 squared. Okay, so that's another way of thinking about 36. There's absolutely nothing wrong, whichever one you go for. In this case, ultimately, as long as we are going to be left with prime factors. I'm going to gravitate more towards this one, okay, because that automatically gives me prime factors. This would have given me 6 squared multiplied by 2, but still, if I take 6, I can still break it down further into 3 times 2, okay, and that would give me so that would give me 3 squared. So I did say 9 multiplied by 4. I am correct, right? And that does give me 36. But remember, in this case, that is yes, I left out the 2. So in this case, to get 72, that would be 3 squared times 2 squared times another 2. So that would actually be 3 squared multiplied by 2 cubed, right? That would give me 72. So let's write that down. So that would be 3 squared multiplied by 2 cubed. Please try it out, okay? And you'll see that that definitely does give us that 72 again. All right, this is to the power n multiplied by 2 to the power 1 minus n. Right, so all of those are actually prime factors, right? Prime bases. So let's try and deal with the exponent part of it. Okay, the laws of exponents. So that's 2 times n and 2 times 2 there. So that's going to be 2n plus 4 times 3. That's 2 times n, 2 times negative 1. So that's 3 to the power 2n minus 2 divided by, okay, that's 3 squared, okay, times n. That's 3 to the power 2n multiplied by 2 to the power 3n. Okay, and finally we say 2 to the power 1 minus n. Ladies and gents, all of it now has changed to prime basis, right? Let's add the exponents, add or subtract, depending on whether we are multiplying or dividing. So in this case, we've got 2 raised to the exponent 2n plus 4, which is another one that has a 2 that's in the denominator. So that will be minus 3n, right? It changes sign. That's minus 1 plus n. That's also in the denominator. So it changes sign. So we are done with 2. Okay, we've dealt with all of those. And now we are left with 3. That's 2n minus 2. And in this case, minus the 2n, because that's in the denominator. So now we've got 2 Okay, now we've got 2n minus 3n plus n. You'll see that all of those cancel out again, right? In this case, we've got 4 minus 1, which is 3, so that's 2 cubed, right? And for 3, we've got 2n minus 2n, those cancel, and I've got minus 2. Now, ladies and gents, applying the rules of exponents again, so this will simply give us 2 cubed, that gives us 8, multiplied by, now we can rewrite this, right, as 1 over 3 squared. Okay, so that simply becomes 8 over 9. Okay, and please, that is how the cookie crumbles. Please note that you get to a similar answer, all right, and apply this as much as you possibly can. Right, I am going to leave it here. We're going to try out another example next time that has some surds into it and try out some more examples in the future. For now, I'll leave it here. We'll see each other again next time. Sharp, sharp.